A new federal regulation would affect more than 13,000 of Louisiana's livestock producers, but not all of them support it. The Grain Inspection, Packers, and Stockyards, or GIPSA rule, is an extension of the 2008 Farm Bill. The rule seeks to restore competition in the livestock industry by governing markets. The National Cattlemen's Beef Association, however, firmly opposes the change. But as This Week in Louisiana Agriculture's Kristen shows us, contract poultry growers see it as a chance to survive in a business without much hope.
Jeff Foster used to fill his poultry houses with young pullets, but now they're full of hay. Since Pilgrim's Pride idled processing plants in March of last year, Jeff's houses have been empty.
It's hard to come out my driveway every time because I have to look at this.
Jeff spent $250,000 on renovations to his farm last year. Renovations that Foster Farms mandated to its contracted growers when the company took over the Farmville plant in July of 2009.
Come to find out, they said, no, we changed our mind. We ain't grading nothing. Chickens goes to Arkansas. So I done spent all this money on my houses to make sure I met their exact qualifications and didn't even get a grade, didn't even get a chance, didn't even get a shot.
Other poultry growers in the area have very similar stories. Chickens or no chickens, most say they're at the mercy of the integrator. But the new Grain Inspection, Packers, and Stockyards rule could change that. Jeff Foster and other growers met with agriculture lawyers and LDAF Commissioner Dr. Mike Strain in Ruston to learn how the new rules could shift that balance of power.
There needs to be some balance shifted just a little bit so that a producer could have a little bit more certainty with his livelihood.
Poultry and livestock.
The National Ag Law Center outlined the proposed changes step by step. Under the new rules, all grower contracts must be submitted to GIPSA for approval. These contracts will specify a base pay for all growers. Integrators can no longer force a poultry producer to make renovations without a contract to return at least 80% of their investment. And if a packer, dealer, integrator, or other private entity fails to comply with the regulations, they could face injunctions, fines, and even jail time.
In the room tonight, there probably was not anyone there in the industry who was under 40. It's very important that we realize that the future of agriculture in our state and in our nation is at risk right now, and we have to fight for that, and it's something worth fighting for.
It's a battle these growers say they fight every day.
Hang in there. I know it's tough on all poultry growers right now, and we're all at the risk of, we're all behind, we're all at the risk of losing everything we have every time we wake up.
But it may be too late. Despite the new rules, some growers could still lose it all.
It ain't gonna save me. What's gonna save me is getting chickens on my farm.
In Ruston, I'm Kristen for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
Now, whether or not you support the new GIPSA rule, the USDA says it would like to hear from you. You can log on to our website, twilatv.org, and we'll link you to the USDA website with instructions on how to comment online, via fax, or by the mail. It's important that you make your opinions known soon. The USDA says it will stop accepting comments on the GIPSA rule changes on November 22nd.